We have to. Are we ready? Or?
These guys have been here.
Are you guys ready? Okay.
We'll take care of it.
Okay. Yeah, you guys are veterans. You know what's to do. Hey, you got your bowl shirts on. How's it feel to be bowl eligible?
Feels incredible. It's one of our goals starting out the season is to get bowl eligible. For it to come against an opponent like Ole Miss, we've worked extremely hard all season, and we've had some games that just didn't go our way. And we came out tonight and we're like, we're not going to, leave it a chance. Started fast. The offense looked, phenomenal. KJ coming back. KJ is just he's the motor to our offense and to our team. Getting him back, the defense. Coach Odom, credit to him. He's been doing a fantastic job getting us game plans every week. And these past few weeks, I feel like we've had just the perfect game plan. So it's been great to see.
Yeah, I agree with everything you said. I think that we really came together this week, rallied around KJ being back healthy, full go. And that was the confidence booster we needed going into it. And defense been playing lights out the past 3 games. And, I think we got clicking on offense. We knew what they're going to throw at us. We knew it was going to come at us. Coach Browse called a heck of a game tonight. I couldn't have been more happy with the game plan.
What'd you guys, especially Dalton being a lineman, what'd you think of Rocket's performance? And he'd kind of been held in check a little bit the last 2 weeks, but he just looked like his old self tonight.
Yeah, I was elated for him tonight. It was so awesome to see him back doing what he needs to be doing. And I think that the key decider in it was, he trusted us to go get the job done. And you can see it in a lot of his cuts too. He knew that we were pressing, and he bait it, and then cut it at the last second. And it'd be a hole just as big because he set up the box for us. And, I'm so proud of Rocket. I think, as I say, 230 net yards right there that's insane. That's crazy.
And then, he had the 50-yarder in the second quarter, gets called back as a holding. And, a lot, like Sam said, a lot of times bad things can happen after a play gets called back, but 2 plays later, he scores. What'd you think of that? And maybe what that says about kind of night he was having?
Yeah, I think, I don't think anyone was going to try to stop him at that point. He wasn't going to be denied. And even a 50-yard run getting negated by a holding, he's still going to find a way to scratch, claw, and find his way into the end zone.
Bumper, speaking of touchdowns getting called back by holding calls, Ole Miss had that happen to him twice. How much did that maybe give the defense a boost, knowing that y'all had another crack to stop them?
Yeah, I think the one of them was on a 4th down, 1-on-1. We got pressure, and then there was a holding call. Went our way, but after the penalties happened, we stopped them, and that was just a credit to really our red zone defense. We got turnovers, and I just think that the mentality was we're not going to lose the game. And whenever you have guys all buying into that mentality, you're not going to be denied.
Dalton, what was the week of practice like for the offensive line? After the back-to-back couple of games, hard to move the ball. What was this week like?
Well, we knew going into it, getting KJ back healthy is going to open up the offense a little bit more. Because you got to respect him as a passer too, and he's done a tremendous job of that too, being that dual threat of I can pull it and I can run it and I can pass it as well too. But we rallied around him the best we could, and we put it on ourselves because it's not a good feeling letting the team down, especially the last 2 weeks. And in games, and both those games where it was decided in the trenches, we didn't get it done. But I think we're very happy to get it done tonight.
Bumper, we were talking about Drew's interception with him, and his face lit up. I'm just curious what you thought about his interception when it happened.
Yeah, I mean, first of all, he's just such an unbelievable player, and for him to come and help us out this year, it's been incredible. For him to get an interception tonight, so happy for him. Made a great play on the ball. I mean, as linebackers, we're always giving each other, heck about catching the ball and whatnot. But he jumped up there, snagged it like he's never dropped a pass in his life. So just credit to him, day in and day out, always trying to be the best version of himself. He's going to be a phenomenal player on the next level, and just happy that we've had the opportunity to have him on our team.
And then for both of you guys, it was cold outside tonight, but it seems like quite a few fans showed up for y'all last game here at Razorback Stadium. Just curious what your thoughts and emotions were with that.
Yeah, it meant the world to see this place lit up one more time. All the fans here, regardless of the prior games we've had, probably wasn't the season everyone's been expecting, but we got bowl eligible tonight. We beat the number 14 team in the country tonight. And I think the crowd played a big part of that because, feeding off their energy, playing with that. And it was just special to get the fans out there, even through that. I know it was cold for them. I know it was really cold for them.
Yeah. Actually walking down the hog walk today, you know, it kind of that senior moment hit. And with it being as cold as it was, the hog walk was the best I've seen it. And just moments like that are so special because we put so much work into this, and for it to end how we wanted it to end here in the stadium, I don't think any of us would change anything. We're just so happy that the fans were here to celebrate a victory like that.
Yeah.
I mean, could you guys imagine a better senior night, honestly?
No, Bob.
No, we can't. We really can't.
It was telling us about pulling out Larry the bowling ball and all that stuff. How fun was that, having Larry back in the locker room?
Oh, it was great. I mean, honestly, so many wins this year in the locker room. I feel like we haven't truly celebrated. But tonight, you know, we went out there and played phenomenal, especially in the first half. And for everyone to feel like we were, you know, victorious in that locker room on a senior night, you know, Coach Pittman was, you know, you could tell in his voice when he was giving that, you know, turn the jukebox on. He meant it tonight.
Mhm.
And then, yeah, obviously KJ, you know, any starting quarterback makes a difference for any team, but he looks so good. You know, you wouldn't have thought or realized he was hurt earlier, you know, as recently as last week. I mean, just how good do you think he was? And just how good was it to have him back playing at such a high level?
Yeah, it was it was great. I think that having last week taking it to rest, it was hard on him. You know, obviously nobody wants to take a week off and to try to heal up an injury. I know it was very hard on him, but he came back and responded the right way. And having him back there in the saddle, I haven't seen him more confident this year than he was today. It was awesome to be able to block for him tonight.
Dalton, Coach Pittman said that he felt like KJ being back was the main key for the offensive line playing so much better this week. Do you think that's true, or what was it that really unlocked things for the offensive line tonight?
Yeah, I mean, I think Coach Pitt probably hit it on the head there. Having KJ back, KJ bails us out of a lot of bad situations. It's hard to tell sometimes, but he bails us out of a lot of bad situations. You know, things that we don't block up maybe the best. He's able to get out of it through either his read or just his athletic ability to make a play. And I think you saw it a lot tonight, and having his pocket presence and his natural ability to read defenses makes our job so much easier.
I know you guys get to put that helmet on 2 more times, but what will you remember the most about your time in this stadium here at Arkansas?
For me, it's the growth of a program. Not very often do you get an opportunity to come into a program that's not where it needs to be, go through some very hard times, and then get to leave with it better than you found it. Something that I'll get to live with for the rest of my life, and something I'm extremely proud of. It's not always easy, but if you just go to work, care about your teammates, love one another, try to play as hard as you can for them, get results like tonight, and for it to end, the story to end in the stadium like it did tonight, it's just truly a blessing.
Yeah, I agree with Bumper on that. I remember, and he remembers it, when this place, we were getting blown out by North Texas, Western Kentucky, stadium's empty, and tonight to see it packed out, for us to blow out top 25 opponent, top 15 opponent really is special. It's the turnaround that you can hang your hat on, that you might have come in 4-8, 2-10, 2-10, 3-7, but you left it a lot better than you did.